YouTube. Just thought I'd do a quick video on how to feed your tank. A lot of times you'll just do the flake food, pretty self-explanatory, you don't need a lot. This is frozen mysis. Everybody loves frozen mysis. The way I do it is I hold it on the power head for a couple seconds, and then just as it melts, it slowly shoots it out throughout the tank. So it gives everybody a chance at it. It's not, just a big fish that get it. Everybody gets it. I see the little shrimp down at the bottom grabbing some up. The little clown out there. These ones don't seem to melt as good as some of them. Other ones go right through the screen, but this one seems to, if you just leave it, it just kind of turns into a jelly. But this is really nice if you're feeding reef caviar or rotifers, as well as mysis. The jumbo mysis don't work as well because they get stuck in the grates. It's just a nice way. It covers the tank. It spreads across the tank a lot better than the next way I'm going to show you, which is with a turkey baster. A lot of people use that. There's not really a problem with it. It's just that then you get one shot of a lot of food, and if you have a skittish fish, a lot of times they'll just miss out because it won't get to them. So I leave my pumps running, both of them. Feed on the one that's closest to my overflow so that it pushes away from it. I think it stays in the system quite a bit longer that way. Trying to find my baster because I'm thawing out another cube to show you guys another way and some target feeding techniques. Now that that's out, most of it's already been gobbled up by the fish. So I'm going to turn my power heads off and my return pump off. Make sure I don't back siphon. It's amazing how many things in the tank eat. Candy canes will eat. Chalices will eat. Mycedium, similar. Some of the euphyllias will eat. But you kind of just have to learn your corals. The zoanthids don't really look like they take direct feedings like others do. Gonna try and zoom in on the torch here. He's a good example. He's got a semi-aggressive feeding response. So what I do, I take a cube of whatever I'm feeding. I'm going to feed the same mysis. Thaw it up. Grab my turkey baster. And first, not necessarily for the torch, but I like to just give them a light dusting to kind of wake them up. They don't need that necessarily, but things like the favias and the chalices over here, they do better with a real nice target feeding like this. So you dust them lightly. They sense it in about 3-4 minutes. You'll notice their mouths to come out, or their mouths will start opening up. What they're doing is they're trying to chomp on the food, but at the same time they're secreting a mucus. The chalices are secreting a mucus. They don't have feeding tentacles like the favias will have feeding tentacles, but the chalices will secrete this mucus. They have feeding tentacles, but I haven't seen them with the lights on actively trying to feed that way. So I dust them, they secrete the mucus, their mouths open up, and the gold one does have a little piece of mysis right now. Not sure if you can see that or not. But they'll take that mucus, they'll suck it in, and they'll grab up all that food. The torches, the food sticks to their tentacles, and similar to an anemone, they'll pull their feeders, or the tentacles with food will pull towards the mouth. A lot of people don't target feed. They figure that they'll get it through the water column, any food they need. But I work day to day with all these corals at my job. I can double the size of a chalice frag in about a month with target feeding. Every day is a little excessive for most people, but if you're going out once a week, that would probably be a really good schedule for feeding them. Hopefully you guys can see this chalice right now. But his mouths are opening up quite a bit. When I'm done shooting, I'm gonna try and insert a picture. I'll go in the tank and try and get a shot of his mouths. Really fascinating to watch. It takes about 20 minutes, so it's not like you can do it every day, but real interesting. Go back over to this torch coral. They don't like the flow being turned off, but it helps to feed, target feed. He'll grab onto all this stuff, eat it up, be happy. Other euphyllias like this other anchor coral in here, they can grab it, but I haven't noticed such an active feeding response like the torch has. The torch definitely is grabbing the food, pulling it in. The anchors kind of sticks to them, and I can't tell if current blows it off. If they are eating it, they're real slow. I know there's some hard pellet foods out now that are really nice for feeding. But torch will eat that up. He'll be happy as can be. Zoanthids, they seem to be more out of the water column with their food. Some pallies, which are real similar to zoas, I have actually seen them eat mysis. The polyps just close around the food, and then it's gone magically. Candy canes, acans, favias, they have more of a tentacle feeding. Welsos, a lot of the LPS, it has the tentacle where but a lot of times it's at night. You can trigger a lot of them with the food. Just wanted to give you kind of an overview of how I do it. I know there's more complicated systems where you can just pour in the food that you want to feed, close a couple valves, and it shoots out through the system. Don't have to turn the pumps off every time you want to target feed, but it does give them a lot better chance of getting that. Alright, thanks for watching. I'm going to try and shoot this awesome chalice now. Thanks.